Look what just came in. It's a tarot deck. D- for presentation. So I purchased the Oz Tarot and this tarot combined, and I paid $7 shipping for this and $8 shipping plus $40 for whatever is in here. So this is $48 for this. So I paid 15 bucks in shipping and definitely overpaid on the shipping. And in addition, this is not making a great first impression, I have to say. This is supposedly the Titanic Tarot. So the packaging lives up to the name. I got to say that. So let's see what is in the rather plain box here. What do we got going on? We got cards. We got cards. All right. I mean, if you're going to send me this, at least do this. At a minimum, do this. Titanic Tarot. All right. Titanic Tarot. See? How hard is that? There we go. All right. What do we got? We got some cards. We got some cards, of course. This looked good when I checked it out online, and it looks good in person. Cardstock is nice. The back looks nice as well. Card quality is really good. It's really good. Whoever's doing the cards for this particular person does it well. The box, on the other hand, there is the Magician. I think this is done really well. And I look at the Oz Tarot compared to this, and it's kind of almost difficult to believe it's the same person. We do have the Seer, very attractive, very nice. Look at the variance in the color. Look at the detail. Overall, this is a fantastic package, sans box. It will go into the Tarot Tower, so I don't care about a box, but imagine most people will be a little startled. The Empress, it looks so good. It has that, early 1900s feel to it. Look at the detail on the rug. Look at the detail in here, the beautiful background with the ship and whatnot. We have the Hierophant, very, very pretty. I'm loving this deck. This deck makes a good impression. Look at the lighting on the inside of the people. I love it. I love the colors. Everything is just fantastic. The Chariot, it keeps the theme well. It's so well done. Just compared to the Oz Tarot, this is 100,000 times better. Look at the detail on all of this. I'm not saying I'm picky about detail. I love the Mons Tarot, but it looks finished. It looks polished. It looks well. Look at the strength. Wow. Look at sort of just the embedded meaning. Very, very Titanic feel. Very happy that I picked this up. I even like the border, and it's rare for me to say the words that I like the border. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Oh, so much thought went into this. It's just so consistent from card to card. And it has that dreary, desaturated look, which obviously you need. A lot of purples, a lot of blues, the Hanged Man. Just everything about this deck is just fantastic. I wish I had gotten in on this earlier and had gotten maybe a proper box. The Death card, look at that. Ooh, very, very cool. Just a solemn feel to it. It feels like something bad is about to happen just when you look at the cards. Really, really keeps the theme going well. Temperance is great. The Devil, ooh, look at the lighting on that. That is very, very eerie. Very cool indeed. And the Tower, fantastic. Beautiful lighting effects on here too. This is just so fantastic. Really, really impressed with this deck. It's worth the 48 bucks. I'll tell you that now. I'm happy that I got this. This is worth the money. All right. The Star. Oh, man. I mean, just such a consistent theme across here. Just the dreariness the feel that something bad is about to happen, the feel that like this is your last night, and all of it has such a night feel. Obviously, except for the sun and whatnot. Yeah, that's really cool. Even the sun still has that dreary feel to it. I love it. I love it. And then Judgment, sort of interesting here. Yeah, Judgment, sort of the rebirth feel there. And the World. Majors knocked it out of the park. The majors did it well. They did it very well. Wow, how pretty is that Ace of Wands? That is so attractive. That is so attractive. Very, very impressed with this deck. And the Ace of Cups, again, washed out. Feels like a message in a bottle and whatnot. Is that a key? Is that a key, or is it just sort of how oh no, that's just the, I do like how that looks kind of like a key, a little bit like a key. Ace of Swords, sort of a, sort of samey there with all of that, but looks good. Ace of Coins. Ooh, I like that. All the items washed up, it gives that feel of sort of a treasure hunter thing. Now we have the Two of Wands. That's sort of cute. I like that. Has a dancer feel almost to it. And then the Two of Cups. Again, very impressed with that. The deck really does make a good impression. You got the Two of Swords, very traditional. And again, with the blue theme, with sort of that theme sort of going on in there. And then the juggling, the two there. Then we have the Three, a bit untraditional. It feels kind of underwater, but I like it. And the Three of Cups. Again, it's almost like an afterlife or or sort of the other side. You know what I mean? And the Three of Swords, again, with the underwater theme. Now it's kind of looking a little samey. I got to say, it's looking a little samey at this point. I guess for all of the threes, we have people just sort of swimming. People sort of swimming upwards and whatnot. Just sort of like a standard pose, I guess, swimming upwards. But, overall, the majors just knocked it out of the park. A little less detail. But again, I like the contrast. And I like that, sort of that theme of that four. Like we're not getting what we want and whatnot. The Four of Swords, taking a rest. Pretty traditional, but I like how it's sort of aimed down at them. And then the Greed. Ooh, a safe. A safe that got dislodged and has coins sort of wandering around and whatnot. And then the Fighting, I guess, sort of an underwater feel. And the Five of Cups. Interesting. And there we go with the Lord of Defeat. Not really sure. I guess they're swimming upwards. Not really sure what's happening there. So the poorness, the brokenness of that five. Yeah, we're getting into the samey category. The majors really knocked it out of the park, though. The majors makes up for this. Sort of an interesting theme, though. You got the Six of Cups, not exactly the best, but it does have a lot of cuteness to it. We got a little Six of Swords there. So it's really interesting. Definitely breaking away from the traditional themes, you know what I mean? So the Six of Coins, okay. Really, really breaking out of the theme and getting a little samey. The Seven, still pretty though. And another Seven. The Seven with the choices with the cups and whatnot. I kind of like it. And the Seven of Swords. A little bit of an escapism. They're not really escaping. They're just sort of floating, I guess. And then we have the Seven of Coins. Yeah, we're missing the planting. We're missing a lot of the symbolism. So, we do have, we're talking a little bit, getting a little samey here with this card versus that card kind of thing. You do have images sort of in the background that make you discern a difference and whatnot. The Eight, then the Eight of Cups, then a little bit of that Eight of Swords. Okay, keeping a good restrictive feel here. I like that. Sort of everything is sort of underwater at this point. Then the Eight of Coins. find interesting. Interesting. I like the majors a lot more than the minors, that's for sure. You get a little 9. 9. Yeah, definitely on the samey side. And then we got finally the 9. So, yeah. Okay, we got an encumbrance. We have sort of the weight of the world on our shoulders here. I like that. And then this is sort of interesting. I like the variance in the colors and the lighting. Kind of cool. And then we have the mandatory stabbing. We can't ignore that. We got to do a little bit of the stabby action there. And then the 10, it looks like the 9, which looks like the 8, which looks like the 7, which looks like the 6. Yeah. All right. So we're getting into the courts now. They're looking really good. So we're back to sort of the majors. Back to sort of that time spent on the majors, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, sort of the stewards, maybe a captain, steward, not really sure what's happening with that. Then the Page of Swords. I'm assuming these are stewards, right? So the pages are going to be stewards. I assume the kings will be captains kind of thing. I mean, sort of, I'm assuming that would be the theme. But the Knight of Wands looks good. That is very interesting. Sort of a gentleman. So the knights are the gentlemen. And then the page look like, again, the stewards and whatnot. And, ooh, I like that Knight of Swords. It's almost like the King of Coins, right? A little bit of that relaxedness and whatnot. Then you have the Knight of Coins. And now we have the Queens. Ooh, that's pretty. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, I wish the whole deck would have been, I wish they would have illustrated the minors a little bit more, but the rest of the deck just knocks it out of the park. So pretty. Such a solemn quietness to it. It's almost like we're not really depressed, or we're not really just, it's not really overburdened yet, but it's going to be that way. So the King of Wands looks fantastic. The King of Cups too. I like that. I thought the kings would be captains. Here we go. We have the King of Swords. I believe maybe that is the captain. We have the stripes and whatnot up here, or the medals. So maybe that is the captain. And then the King of Coins. Overall, this is the Titanic Tarot. Knocked out of the park with the courts and the majors. Obviously, the minors have a couple of good ones, but I mean, it'll suffice. There's enough meat here to sort of keep me full. You know what I mean? Keep me full. It's not like you're just leaving the deck starving. I feel like you kind of were with the Oz Tarot a little bit. But yeah, pretty good deck. Great card quality. Fantastic back. You just can't get any better for the backing on this. So this was the Titanic Tarot. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.